bustling city streets have become eerily quiet.
It was announced that all Broadway theaters would be shut down until April 12th as New York tries to contain the novel coronavirus.
The nation's daily death toll topping 1,000 4 days straight.
The recent deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, they're all fueling massive demonstrations nationwide.
Our focus today cannot be on basketball.
The largest day of demonstrations for George Floyd yet.
What can we, the Apollo, do to safeguard our democracy, our freedom, our humanity?
I hope for the future is that we continue to use our voices.
This is rebellion. It is treason.
We have the right to elect leaders who see us, who reflect us. Black girl magic you, black girl fly you, black girl brilliant you.
The beautiful thing about humans and artists is that we're going to create no matter what.
my life I had to fight. All's my life hard times like yeah, bad trips like yeah. Nazareth, I'm messed up, homie, you messed up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Homie, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Yeah, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Yeah, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright.
Hello, I'm Janelle Procope, President and CEO of the Apollo, and I am thrilled to welcome you to Apollo Resounding, a benefit celebrating the Apollo's rich legacy and its commitment to our future as a mission-driven arts and culture organization and an economic driver for Harlem and New York City. Over a year ago, we were forced to close our doors. For a performing arts organization and educational institution, this was unimaginable. Well, what we have learned is what we have known all along. Apollo is a lot more than just our four walls. The Apollo has never been just a theater. We are the embodiment of an ideal, a mission, and a spirit that is more expansive than can be held in our building. In the past year, the constraints on us have allowed Apollo to reach well beyond Harlem and New York City. Tonight we look further by paying tribute to transformational people in education, activism, business, law, community building, and philanthropy who resonate with the Apollo's spirit, mission, and ideals. By recognizing them, the Apollo serves its greater purpose, using its platform and cultural leadership to amplify Black voices. I hope that tonight's celebration will lift your spirits, have you tapping your toes, and maybe even having you up on your feet as you would be live in our beautiful theater. Let the arts remind you that brighter days are ahead and that the Apollo is here, resounding.
My name is Shirley C. Taylor, and I am currently the Senior Director of Education at the Apollo Theater. In our education programs at the Apollo Theater, we focus on the arts, but we put the arts in context to history. If we can use the arts as an entry point and put the question to young people of how they can use their creativity to really inform the future of the world, then we've put the arts in service to advocacy and activism. When we think of an individual who inspires us with their commitment to education, Brittany Packnett Cunningham comes to mind. Through her leadership, Brittany has become a resounding catalyst for change, inspiring generations of young people to follow her lead.
Brittany Packnett, one of the most prominent leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Brittany's one of the vice presidents at Teach for America, but is also one of the co-founders of Campaign Zero, which is thinking about and reshaping how communities should engage with police.
Former member of President Obama's policing task force.
She's activist and co-host of the Pod Save the People podcast.
Giving voice to marginalized communities.
The struggle for freedom is all about imagination. It's all about how big we can make ourselves, how widely we can expand, how creatively we can think about the future we deserve. I originally thought my life's dream was to do musical theater. When I decided to make education and activism my career instead of the stage, I realized I was just transitioning from one stage to another. That it's all about how we communicate the things that really matter so that they touch people and they move people into action. Somebody taught me how to organize. Somebody taught me how to activate others. So it's my responsibility to teach everyone else that I come into contact with.
Brittany, I am so proud of you, and of course you're being honored by the historic Apollo Theater for all of your contributions to the culture, for ensuring that we are our best and brightest selves, because you're constantly teaching us, making sure that we know how best to engage in our community to make the biggest difference.
I think what makes Brittany such an impactful leader is just how much she cares about people and how much she wears her heart on her sleeve. Whenever we are driving about town and we see people that are housing insecure, she has no problem reaching out and helping them. And I think that translates across all of the communities that she cares about.
People need to know that wonderful, young, talented, gifted young people like Brittany have made a commitment to activism as part of their life's agenda.
Quite frankly, I am so humbled by this moment. There are so many legends who have been honored by the Apollo even tonight and certainly in years past. To count myself in the number is a true honor. It is a true blessing, and I hope I continue to live up to it. There can't be freedom for Black folks without Black art. It is how we express our love. It is how we express care. We organize through music, we activate through music, we empower through music. And when our artists reflect the times, we then have the courage and the ability to go out and fight for our freedom. The fact is that if you are a freedom fighter, you're a creator. If you are creating beauty from the ashes that this world gave Black folks, then you are fighting for our freedom.
Brittany Packnett Cunningham. It's your brother Major here. I thank you for being unapologetic in sharing your perspective, in providing clear, concise, articulated, get me rightness. You know what I mean? Keep shining, Brittany. Keep shining.
She keeps lighting up the way, even on the darkest day. Dawn is breaking, all awakened from the night. From the shore into the waves, washing all the bitterness away. Lifting darkness with your stillness and your grace. It's you I like, and you mean everything to me. It's you I like, 'cause you are light, and I see everything I need. It's alright. Shine bright, light up the skies above. Shine bright, do it with the ones you love. Shine bright, and never, ever let it die. Shine bright, light up the stars above. Shine bright, and do it in the name of love. Shine bright, and I promise to never let it die. And if they ever make me choose, you know exactly what I'm gonna do. Ain't no question, no second guessing. It's you I choose, yeah, 'cause you are light, and I see everything I need. It's alright, yeah, yeah. Shine bright, light up the skies above. Shine bright, and do it with the ones you love. Shine bright, and never, ever, ever let it die. Oh, oh, oh. Shine bright, light up the stars above. Shine bright, and do it in the name of love. Shine bright, and I promise to never let it die.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Tony Touch. Big shout out to my brother D-Nice on getting that Percy E Sutton Award. Shout out to the world famous Apollo Theater.
Nothing could be more amazing than winning anything from the Apollo or being accepted by the Apollo. And here you are winning awards like this. I mean, it's awesome, man.
So congrats.
God bless. All the peace and power in the world to you and yours, and originals forever. You know what I mean? One love, family. Congratulations.
And I am so excited to be here to present my brother, D-Nice, with this incredibly deserving honor. As a son of Harlem, and given all that he has done for the Apollo over the years for us, for the world, it's only fitting that he receive this award. Congratulations.
The Apollo Percy E. Sutton Award is given to an individual who recognizes the value of the arts as a crucial part of the fabric of our community. Derrick D-Nice Jones has united us, lifted our spirits, and created a strong community during this time of great human need. The Apollo is proud to present the Percy E. Sutton Award to D-Nice.
My relationship with the Apollo Theater dates back to, you know, in the late 80s when I was like Big Daddy Kane's hype man at one of his, you know, amateur night at the Apollo gigs. You know, I've done shows there with, you know, as a performer on my own with, you know, opening for Ice Cube and opening for like Too Short. And of course, you know, there were iconic moments that I shared with my group when I was with Boogie Down Productions with KRS One and DJ Scott LaRock. Actually, one of my favorite nights ever playing the Apollo Spring Gala when Stevie Wonder was being honored, and he asked me to play breakbeats, and he started to sing like his old Stevie Wonder songs on top of the breakbeats as I was DJing. So the Apollo Theater has always just given me nothing but fantastic memories. So being a recipient of this award that they don't give out all the time is truly an honor. I started Club Quarantine the beginning of the pandemic. And initially it was about me trying to find ways to stay connected to people. You know, I'm a DJ. So I started what was initially it was known as homeschool. And I would play music and tell stories behind the music. And I watched what was 247 people start to grow. So I decided to start DJing and not just play music. I actually started to perform a DJ set. And, you know, within 5 days, it just became like this incredible virtual party. There were days when I played for 10 hours. Or, you know, the election day, I played for 19 and a half hours. You know, New Year's Eve, I played for like 12 hours. And for some reason, every time I step behind, you know, these turntables and I'm in front of that camera and I see these hearts flying, it just means that people truly, truly appreciate what I'm doing and what I'm contributing to the world. Thank you to my Apollo family for this award. It is truly something, it's truly an honor and something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Rising, oh
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There's a Beyonce, there's a Cher, there's only one Mary.
Like the Apollo, Ms. Blige personifies excellence and innovation over her 30-plus year career.
We are celebrating music, we are celebrating art, and we are here to celebrate an artist who has touched so many around the world.
She has used her artistry to tap into issues, concerns, and emotions that are important to us all.
She's a figure of inspiration and empowerment. Black girl magic equals Mary J. Blige.
The sister's all that, and we love her. She is the queen of hip-hop soul.
Please join me in welcoming Miss Mary J. Blige.
I remember being a teenager just shopping on 125th Street and looking at, you know, the names on the Chiron and just dreaming of being in the Apollo. The Apollo was everything to us because it's all we had as African Americans for a very long time. Everything that I have is right up there because if it wasn't for the Apollo, a lot of us wouldn't have the opportunities that we have. You know, you have James Brown, Aretha Franklin, and Temptations, and all these, you know, and so many artists from my generation that have come through here too.
I want to just thank all my fans. None of this is possible without the fans, so thank you to all the fans.
Hello, my name is Kennedy of the Kennedy administration, and this is my buddy here, DJ Ginyard. And I just want to say from the bottom of my chocolate-covered heart, thank you so much, Mary, for this opportunity to be able to give you a tribute. You have been a monumental figure in my life as far as a vocalist, as far as a stylist, and someone that a young little black girl from Michigan could listen to and be inspired by. And Mary, we hope you enjoy this. We love you. Thank you.
We are lovers through and through, and though we made it through the storm, I really want you to realize, I really want to put you on. I've been searching for someone to satisfy my every need. Won't you be my inspiration, be the real love that I need, real love. I'm searching for that real love, someone to set my heart free, real love. I'm searching for a real love. Love so true. Oh, baby, I thought your love was true. I thought you were the answers to the questions in my mind. But it seems that I was wrong. If I stay strong, maybe I'll I'm searching for a real love. Real love. I'm searching for that real searching for the real love. I'm searching for. I'm searching for, searching for. I'm searching for. All I really want is to be happy, be happy. All that I can say. Do da do da 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 do. Fine, 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 fine. Ooh, I need to survive. You're all I need to survive. I'm searching for a real love, real love, real love, real love. I'm searching for. I'm searching for a real love. Thank you, Apollo, for having us here. Welcome us back. We cannot wait to be back here. It's been such an amazing time. Apollo, we got so much more to do. We can't wait to see you guys at home. Take care, be safe. Have a great time, y'all. See you soon at the Apollo. I'm searching for real love, real love.
I am Camila Forbes, executive producer at the Apollo Theater. And as we all know, the Apollo's legacy is rich and vibrant, but we are also very much focused on the now and future. Now, looking ahead towards that future is the Apollo's first ever physical expansion in our 87-year history to the Victoria Theaters. These two new performance spaces on 125th Street will open in 2022 and establish Harlem as one of New York's premier arts and culture destinations. The Victoria Theaters will provide the Apollo the additional space needed to incubate, collaborate, and workshop new works, ensuring that the Apollo continues to focus on amplifying creative Black voices. We now have the opportunity to develop a new American canon centered on contributions to the arts by artists of the African diaspora in America and beyond. We will present a vibrant slate of artistic offerings that spotlight the enormous well of creativity found in Uptown Manhattan, which has been built upon the rich cultural heritage of Harlem. We are creating meaningful and impactful ways to welcome the local cultural and community organizations of all sizes to the Apollo's Victoria. These new spaces will also be used to deepen our educational support of artists and students, both on stage and behind the scenes.
Our teens who are part of the Apollo Theater Academy will have a new playground, production instruments to check out and to learn from our amazing production crew. We will have space to gather teachers for professional learning workshops.
Now, these are exciting times for the Apollo in Harlem, and I look forward to sharing more details with you in the months ahead. We can't wait to welcome you into the Victoria Theaters.
Good evening. I'm Charles Phillips, and I'm chairman of the Apollo Theater's board of directors, and thank you for joining tonight. Like many of you, I'm optimistic that the city is finally opening back up. The subways are running again, the kids are back in school. In fact, I was on the subway last week, and there was a band playing there. They were playing the very music that we're talking about here at the Apollo. They probably first heard it there, so we continue to touch many lives around the world. For me personally, the arts have always been the lifeblood of the city, and so I'm sure we're all hopeful that we're coming back in a grand way. We're also at this unique moment in time where there's an intense focus on Black culture in general, and the Apollo has always represented an aspirational foundation of Black culture, and in turn influenced all of American culture, which people appreciate around the world. So we want to make sure that continues. I hope that you consider making a donation tonight to the Apollo Theater. It's time to double down on our presence and our cultural force and artistic partnerships and our community resources and being a global inspiration for a lot of artists around the world. We are the Apollo, and the music and the culture we represent needs to be heard around the world. I thank you again for joining us tonight. Look forward to seeing you at the Apollo soon. Thanks.
I'm in awe of Sherrilyn Ifill. She's been lauded as a civil rights superhero, a 4-star general in the war to protect voting. She holds multi-billion-dollar corporations accountable on issues in support of Black and Latino communities. She's also a scholar whose teachings and writings have informed students, public officials, titans of industry. She speaks often about the fragility of our rights in the current moment, the need to protect the fundamental pillars of our democracy. I think it's important to note that Sherrilyn is only the 7th person and 2nd woman to lead the Legal Defense Fund, founded by the great Thurgood Marshall. Their work to ensure our civil rights serves as a blueprint for the very issues the Apollo has chosen to amplify.
The president and director-counsel of the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund, Sherrilyn Ifill.
An attorney whose organization has argued cases of racial injustice before the Supreme Court and has worked with administrations of both parties.
Thank you for the work that you're doing. I know that a lot of people who watch the show appreciate you as well.
The president of the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, please welcome Sherrilyn Ifill.
Our work is focused on achieving racial justice in American democracy. And we are facing some of the greatest challenges to the continuation of American democracy that I have seen in my lifetime. We are facing the rise of white supremacy when we're facing the normalization of white supremacy. We're facing a challenge to the right of Black people to vote and participate in the political process like we haven't seen since the early 1960s. It's easy to be motivated at this moment. When I stepped into this job, I was really blessed and lucky that there were an array of Black women leaders leading Black legacy institutions, particularly in New York, Thelma Golden at the Studio Museum and Janelle Procope at the Apollo. I think it's an important and a powerful moment in this country right now for Black women leaders.
Sherrilyn is one of the best and brightest civil rights leaders that we know today. She is incredibly fierce. She is deeply convicted. She is passionate about her work, and she is deserving of every accolade and honor that could be bestowed upon her.
The courtroom is only one location where we do our work. We do our work in venues all around the country where we're raising the consciousness of individuals about the importance of the principle of equality and justice. And side by side with the work that we do is the work of artists, the work of those who help expand our minds, help expand our thinking, reach deep into our souls and our spirits. It helps us think and see what we can't express in the courtroom. The Apollo, through its programming, allows for people to step into that space and to hear from people who are exploring those struggles through the arts, and to hear from important leaders and speakers who want to offer and share with our community a vision for what our future can be like in this country. To be recognized by this extraordinary institution that is so central to Black American cultural life means so much to me. It's such an honor. It's truly surreal. It's one of those great New Yorker moments. If you're a New Yorker and you get to be honored by the Apollo, it feels pretty special.
I'm John Holliday. I'm so thrilled that the Apollo chose to recognize and honor Sherrilyn Ifill, who has done and is doing some amazing work with the Legal Defense Fund. She makes it possible for all of us to do what we're doing, and that is just something that it does not go unnoticed. Sherrilyn, I hear that this song that I'm about to sing might be one of your favorite songs. It's mine too. I hope that you'll enjoy my version of A Midnight Train to Georgia.
I'd like to say thank you, Ben and Felicia. I am so honored to be your friend. I'm so proud of the work that you're doing. I'm so grateful for the Apollo recognizing the impact that you are having in the world.
The cross-section of America, of the world, that have sat and looked at those people on stage do their thing is incredible, and it's the similar energy Ben and Felicia have created, bringing people together with their incredible flavor. It's just nothing better, babies.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Nas, right here on deck, representing for my friends, Felicia and Ben Horowitz. I saw firsthand these people giving back to everybody, the homeless, women, churches. I've gained so much knowledge hanging around these two incredible people.
The Apollo Impact Award is given to individuals whose leadership and philanthropy has made an extraordinary impact on the arts, artists, and community building. Felicia and Ben Horowitz share the Apollo Theater's mission and values of innovation, diversity, and inclusion, and have made a lifetime commitment to uplifting marginalized communities. The Apollo is proud to present this inaugural award to Felicia and Ben Horowitz.
Hello, my name is Felicia Horowitz, and Ben and I are so excited to participate in the Apollo Theater Spring Benefit. The work that the Horowitz Foundation does is quite a bit different, but the Apollo means so much because it is the vessel for the past and future greatness of African Americans, something that Ben and I believe in deeply. Now, I must be honest with y'all. I have been getting extremely frustrated with the media and politicians portraying African Americans on the bottom of society, the perpetual victims. The truth is, we are the greatest contributors of American culture. These contributions not only enrich the lives of people in this country, but export it throughout the world. This is the real-time proof that we are the movers and shakers of culture. And there is no greater symbol of that contribution than the Apollo Theater. We would love to see the Apollo stay the cutting edge of culture and discover the great talents of tomorrow as they have of yesterday. So it's with great pride that Ben and I humbly accept the Impact Award. Thank you so much.
I ain't looking for a part-time love, I ain't looking for a player that I ain't looking for somebody that's willing to invest me, somebody that's I'm a whole lot of woman, I'm a whole lot of love, baby, will I love you, I'ma love you right. But before we go there, baby, let me tell you something that you gotta do me right. I'm high quality, I'm be careful when you hand on me. I'm baby, I'm step back, watch me do my thing. I ain't looking for a part-time love, you ain't about this life, Debbie. I don't need no trouble, I don't need no trouble, don't bring it around me. I'm a whole lot of woman, I'm a whole lot of love, baby, when I love you, I'ma love you right now. But before we go there, baby, let me tell you something that you gotta do me right. High quality, I'm love. Now be careful when you hand on me, baby. I think I need some help. Do you really want me, baby? Yeah. Do you really need me, baby? Yeah. If you wanna be with me, gotta treat me like a queen, gotta treat me like a lady. I said, do you really want me, baby? Or do you really need me, baby? Well, if you wanna be with me, treat me like a queen, gotta treat me like a lady. Do you really want me, baby? Do you really need me, baby? Well, if you wanna be with me, treat me like a queen, gotta. Do you want? Do you need me, sugar? Well, if you wanna be with me, gotta treat me like a queen, gotta treat me like a lady. Yeah. Come on, Apollo, let's go. I need your time. I need your high.
wherever you are, let your baby know. He gotta treat you like a lady. Take your time, sugar.
When you hear the words Motown and Apollo Theater, there is a huge, rich legacy represented by both of these institutions. But what's important by both of these institutions is that we don't just rely on the legacy, but that we actively are pushing culture forward in the here and now.
I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Motown and the Apollo Theater, we're like family. You ask anyone, give me a record label, any record label, and I guarantee you, no matter what it is, they'll say Motown. And one of the greatest albums that ever came out on any record label came out on Motown, and that's Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. In that one album, he educated the world. Motown is huge, Motown is loved, Motown is American, Motown is African American, Motown is it, baby.
Like the Apollo, Motown Records is a quintessential part of music history. And tonight, we recognize the label's chairman and CEO, Ethiopia Habtemariam. And through her resounding leadership, Ethiopia has electrified Motown's legacy of giving bold artists a voice by exposing a new generation of artists to the world. Representation does matter, and so it's important that we celebrate when those voices are hoisted to leadership positions. We are excited to see where the Motown brand will grow under her leadership.
I sat down with the president of Motown Records, Ethiopia Habtemariam, who was recognized by Billboard as the highest-ranking African-American woman at Universal Music Group.
As I stated, we are on IG Live with Miss Ethiopia Habtemariam, president of Motown Records.
When the entertainment industry is a male-dominated field, Ethiopia Habtemariam has broken the glass ceiling and earned her seat at the table.
My role has been to breathe new life into this iconic label that was the home to legendary artists that really broke boundaries. I think that I've been uniquely positioned in this role because I have that limitless sort of vision for the capacity that we have as a Black community, especially when it comes to the arts. It's so obvious to me when you think about the rich history of Apollo and the Apollo Theater, and you think of what Motown did, right? To provide a platform for incredible talent. But I think we have to honor and respect these iconic brands and labels that have been doing this for years. And again, when we talk about representation, I think you have to walk with pride in knowing that we as a Black community have been doing this over and over again for such a long time.
Wow, Ethiopia, you getting honored by the Apollo for being extraordinary. Look at you.
What you do for the music industry and for the culture is invaluable. You are a true gem.
I can't think of anybody else more deserving. Every time I think about your journey throughout this industry, it just reminds me that the sky is literally the limit.
You're a history maker, a trailblazer, all while doing it so fly. Your grace and resilience is so inspiring to watch. I'm so appreciative to be able to be on your team.
You move with intent, with heart. You shine light on those that want to tell a story.
It all started September 24th. Your greatness, who you are. Congratulations, Ethiopia.
As we've talked about, right, like I'm a child of immigrants, I'm first generation Ethiopian American, but my experience that I can achieve whatever I want to achieve in my life and that I'm here for a higher purpose, I'm beyond proud, right? I'm beyond proud, and I think through this, recognition from the Apollo, it's made me really sit back and say like, okay, all right, you're doing something right, and I feel like it's my community acknowledging me and the work that I've done, and that means the world to me.
Hi, my name's Alita Moses, and I'm a Brooklyn-based singer. And this is Matisse Picard, and he is based in Washington Heights. Obviously, Motown and the Apollo are both incredibly legendary staples of American music. And they both are supporting artists of today and really trying to mix that old sound with the new. So we are going to do our modern take on a classic.
I need love, love to ease my mind. I need to find someone to call mine. But Mama said you can't hurry love. Oh, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. Oh, you just have to wait. You gotta trust, give it time, no matter how long it takes. But how many heartaches must I stand before I find a love to let me live again? Right now, the only thing that keeps me hanging on, when I feel my strength, yeah, it's almost gone. I remember when Mama said, you can't hurry love, oh, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. Oh, it's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more can I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break? No, I can't bear to live my life alone. I grow impatient for love to call my own. But when I feel that I can't go on, these precious words, they keep me hanging on. I remember what Mama said, you can't have it love, oh, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. Oh, it's just a game of give and take. You can't hurry love, no, you just have to wait. She said just give it time, no matter how long it takes. Yeah, I said but break. Oh, yeah. No matter how long it takes, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't hurry love, oh, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. No matter how, ooh, no matter how long it takes, baby, baby, no matter how long, no matter how long it takes, yeah. No matter how long, you can't, oh, you can't hurry love. No, you can't, no, you can't hurry love, no, no, you. No, you can't hurry love. No, you can't hurry love. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to
Well, here we are at the end of the evening. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Special thanks to Apollo's Board of Directors and our benefit chairs, Cheryl and Derrick Jones, Carolyn and Mark Mason, and Karen and Charles Phillips. We also thank our vice chairs, BNY Mellon, Sonia and Paul Jones, and Robert K. Kraft. And finally, thanks to everyone who supported us over the last year, ensuring that we were able to present tonight's amazing show. We can't wait to see you all back in Harlem very soon. But wherever you are in the world, I hope the spirit, mission, and ideals of the Apollo continue to resound within you. Be well and stay safe. You are our Apollo family.
Woke up this morning with a joint down in my soul. Looked out the window, saw the sun, what a sight to behold. Oh, yeah. Today the birds are singing a new melody. Oh, sky so blue, just like the Caribbean Sea. I feel like I can conquer anything. Superpowers all up in me. Grab my coat, walk out the door, turn the radio on, and I began to sing. I said, it's alright. Alright. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Sun is shining. Ooh. It's a new day. Oh, yeah. I ain't gotta worry, no, I ain't gotta fear. I got my peace, I got my strength, so I gotta win. It's alright, yeah, yeah, and it's okay. Ooh, hey, that's our part.